Hi there, and welcome to the Tristan channel. Today I'll be talking about the Torrefani, or tarot as it's known now. The tarot is a pack of playing cards used from at least the mid-15th century in various parts of Europe to play games such as Italian tarocchini, French tarot, and Austrian Kornegruppen, many of which still play today. In the late 18th century, some tarot decks began to be used for divination via tarot card reading and cartomancy, leading to custom decks developed for such occult purposes. Like the common playing cards, tarot has 4 suits which vary by region: French suits in Northern Europe, Latin suits in Southern Europe, and German suits in Central Europe. Each suit has 14 cards, 10 pip cards numbering from ace to 10, and 4 face cards: king, queen, knight, and page. In addition, the tarot has a separate 21 card trump suit and a single card known as the Fool. This 22 card section of the tarot deck is known in divinatory circles as the Major Arcana. Depending on the game, the Fool may act as the top trump or may be played to avoid following suit. These tarot cards are still used throughout much of Europe to play conventional card games without occult associations. Among English-speaking countries where these games are not played frequently, tarot cards are used primarily for novelty and divinatory purposes, usually using specifically designed packs. Some who use tarot for cartomancy believe that these cards have esoteric links to ancient Egypt, the Kabbalah, Indian Tantra, or the I Ching. Though scholarly research has demonstrated that tarot cards were invented in northern Italy in the 15th century and confirmed that there is no historical evidence of the usage of tarot for divination before the late 18th century. Playing cards first entered Europe in the late 14th century, but the origin is unknown. The first records date to 1367 in Bernay, and they appear to have spread very rapidly across the whole of Europe, as may be seen from records mainly of card games being banned. Little is known about the appearance and number of these cards, the only significant information being provided by a text by John of Rheinfelden in 1377 from Freiburg in Bresgau, who, in addition to other versions, described the basic pack as containing the still current 4 suits of 13 cards, the courts usually being the king, ober, and unter, although dames and queens were already known by then. One early pattern of playing cards that evolved was with the suits of batons or clubs, coins, swords, and cups. These suits are still used in traditional Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese playing card decks, but have also been adapted in packs used specifically for tarot divination cards that first appeared in the late 18th century. The first documented tarot packs were recorded between 1440 and 1450 in Milan, Ferrara, and Florence, and Bologna. When additional trump cards with allegorical illustrations were added to the common 4-suit pack, these new decks were called Carte da Trofone, trump cards, and the additional cards known simply as Trofone, which became trumps in English. The early documentation of Trofone is found in a written statement in the Court of Records, Florence, in 1440 regarding the transfer of 2 decks to Sigismondo Pandolfo Malatesta. The original surviving tarot cards are the 15 decks painted in the mid-15th century for the rulers of Duchy of Milan. A lost tarot-like pack was commissioned by Duke Filippino Mariana Visconti and described by Martiano da Tortona, probably between 1418 and 1425, since the painter he mentions, Michelangelo di Vassozzo, returned to Milan in 1418, while Martino himself died in 1425. Alrighty then. He described a 60 deck with 16 cards having images of the Roman gods and suits depicting 4 kinds of birds. The 16 cards were regarded as trumps since in 1449 Jacopo Antonio Maslesio recalled that now deceased Duke had invented a quondam est quisquisium triumphum genus, or a new and exquisite kind of trumps. Other early decks that also showcased classic motifs included the Soloborska and Biador Vietti decks in the 1490s. I should just give one in Italian. In Florence, an expanded deck called Micciani was used. This deck of 97 cards included astrological symbols and 4 elements, as well as traditional tarot motifs. Although a Dominican preacher invited against the evil inherent in the cards, chiefly owing to their use in gambling, in a sermon in the 15th century, no routine condemnations of tarot were found during its early history. Because the early tarot cards were hand-painted, the number of the decks produced is thought to have been small. It was only after the invention of the printing press that mass production of cards became possible. The expansion of tarot outside of Italy, first to France and Switzerland, occurred during the Italian Wars. The most important tarot pattern used in these 2 centuries was the tarot of Marseilles, of Melani's origin. Tarot and the occult. The earliest evidence of a tarot deck used for cartomancy comes from an anonymous manuscript from around 1750, which documents rudimentary divinatory meanings for the cards of the Tarocco Bolognese. These population of esoteric tarot started with Antonin Court and Jean-Baptiste Alliette in Paris during the 1780s. Using the tarot of Marseilles, French tarot players abandoned the Marseilles tarot in favour of the Tarot Nouveau around 1900, with the result, that the Marseilles pattern is now used mostly by cartomancers. Attilia was the first to issue a tarot deck specifically designed for the occult purposes around 1789, in keeping with the unsubstantiated belief that such cards were derived from the Book of Thoth. Attilia's tarot contained themes related to ancient Egypt. Aleister Crowley, who devised the Thoth deck, along with Lady Frieda Harris, stated of the tarot, the origin of this pack of cards is very obscure. Some authorities seek to put it back as far as the ancient Egyptian mysteries. Others try to bring it forward as late as the 15th or even the 16th century. But the only theory of the ultimate interest about the tarot is that it is an admirable symbolic picture of the universe based on the data of the Holy Kabbalah. Whew! Well, there you have it. The history of the tarot card. If you like the video, hit the like, and if you haven't, then please show your support subscribing to the channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until next time, folks, take care, be well.